everyone, thanks so much for stopping by the channel. Yes, believe it or not, we're going to be talking about the Casinocade one last time. And the reason why I wanted to do this, guys, is because I've been getting a lot of questions regarding if Arcade1up addressed the issue with being able to play the games offline. So real quick, let me answer that question right off the bat. Yes, they did address the issue and you can play the unlocked games offline right now. And let me just go in here and zoom in and I'll show you what I mean. So if you see right here, I'm currently offline. Okay, so all the games are playable. Okay, that's only after you unlock them though. These 4 games, when you start up your cabinet, when you first get the cabinet, they're unlocked right away. But you have to play these games to acquire gems to unlock these games, okay? And it takes a little while, but you basically, it gets there after a while. So the things that you're able to do online is this wheel here. You get to play this once every 24 hours. You spin that wheel and you either could win gems from that wheel spin, avatars, or the global jackpot, which accumulates as people are playing. That global jackpot rises up. It could be up to 100,000, or it could be 15 million, and you might hit that jackpot, and that raises you way up on the leaderboards. Okay, so that's how it works when you play the game online. Now, let me just back up for a second for the people that are thinking about buying the cabinet now that it's going on sale, and they're confused about what is all the drama about. What do you really get on the cabinet? Well, when you first get the cabinet home, you have to connect it to Wi-Fi. There's no way around that. When the cabinet first starts up, when you get it home, a splash screen will come up and then it'll just ask for your Wi-Fi. All right, and then that downloads. It'll ask you what your handle wants to be and all that kind of stuff. And once that downloads, all this shows up. These 4 games are immediately playable when you download everything. These you have to unlock as you go along, okay? So now, once you've unlocked all that, you can play it offline. But let's say a game like this, okay, the big wheel spin. It says here, you are currently offline, but you can enjoy the games. The following features will not function until you are connected to the internet. Leaderboards, earning gems from the Wheel of Fortune games, spin to win global jackpot, unlocking and updating games, changing your email handle, password, or avatar in your profile, which all makes sense. But let me just go back to the lobby. What did I do there? Let me go back to the lobby there. Now, while you're offline, even though you could play these games, you're not really accumulating anything. So whatever scores you get are not going anywhere. They're not going to go on the leaderboard. They're not going to be saved anywhere where you have a score, which you could check back. It doesn't save your score. So basically, you're just playing the game to play the game, okay? Now, here's another question people asked. The only games that use this control deck, these buttons here, are those 4 games at the top. These 4 games. All of these other games are touch screen games. A lot of people were confused by that. They thought something was wrong, that these buttons weren't working, and but these are just plainly touchscreen games. Like, I'll show you roulette. And here's one of the problems. Like, you go in and you play roulette, right? And the screen is small to begin with, right? But let's say on roulette, now you want to bet on, let's say you want to bet on a number. Now, I got big fat fingers, but you have to touch exactly where you want to bet. Like, I just put a bet there. You could bet a couple of times. Okay, so you know, it's a little tough to do that just by doing it with your finger on this tiny little screen. So just understand that, and then you spin, okay? So everything is done on the touch screen. So all those games at the bottom. All right, so there I lost. That's usually what happens anyway. So then you can, let me see if I can back out of this. And then you go back to the lobby. So just understand that, guys, that when you're playing those bottom games down here, you're going to be just using the touchscreen and that's it. All right. So basically, that's the issue. They did fix that. You can play those games offline like you just seen. Your scores are not going to go anywhere. You're not going to acquire any scores. You're not going to go on leaderboards. You're not going to be able to spin the wheel for the jackpot. You just play those games like you would on any iPad or phone or whatever. All right, guys, so I hope that answered most of the questions that people have. If you have any other questions and I didn't address them, just leave it in the chat, and if I see them and I can answer them, I'll answer them for you, or maybe someone else will be able to answer them. All right, so that's it, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one.